Something subtle changes. Maybe she casually mentions being out. Maybe a name slips into the story that wasn't there before. Maybe the timeline stretches. Now, what you have is not direct contradiction, but a slight adjustment. And this is where a lot of guys fail the test because they treat that adjustment like it's harmless. But I need you to think about this logically. If the original story was accurate, why does it need editing? A truthful person might forget small, irrelevant details, but they don't forget the core elements of their story. They don't forget where they were, who they were with, what they were doing in a meaningful way. So when those things start to shift, you're not dealing with memory, you're dealing with the narrative control. If you find yourself having to mentally reconstruct her timeline to make it make sense, you're no longer observing the truth, you're managing confusion. This behavior is about lying as much as it is about control. When someone controls a story, they control how you feel about what happened. They decide what you know, when you know it, how much access you have to the truth. And that creates some form of a power imbalance. And whether you realize it or not, you start operating from a weaker position. You see, the problem isn't so much that the stories change. The problem is that you keep accepting updated versions without holding the original story accountable. A guy who respects himself simply observes and adjusts his behavior accordingly. Because once someone shows you that their truth is flexible, you can't build anything stable on top of that.